What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Arena of Valor Esports video, and today we are back with that AIC 2020 tournament. Today we'll be checking out the Box Gaming going up against HKA here in that game 2 of their best of 3 series. This should be a very exciting one. We will jump straight into that draft. Richter being banned out and Kira on the side of Box Gaming. Very standard bans so far throughout this tournament. On the other side, we have that standard Zip ban, and Rui sometimes banned, sometimes left open. This game, HKA deciding to ban it out. Meanwhile, Box just goes for that cheeky Ryoma first pick. Now we see, as I said, guys, in my previous AIC review, some teams don't really care about Ryoma. Some teams just instantly first pick it. They want to play it every single game whenever they can. I think it is super OP. A lot of teams maybe think, late game it's not that strong, so they decide against it, but Box Gaming is not one of those. They just instantly first pick it. On the other side, we have a Kefany pick and an Omen pick. Omen, of course, one of the standard top tier Slayer laners on this current patch. Well, for the past year and a half or so. We have that classic Roxy counter of Omen coming in by Box Gaming instantly, and a Hayate marksman. So this seems much more like that meta that we are used to in our ranked games, where Hayate is super broken, huge priority on it. Ryoma is super broken. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have that Omen, which is more of an OP pick in esports. Kefany, of course, still. And now we have the Zata. This should be really exciting to check out. You guys know I love Zata. I hope we will see some magic by HKA Easy here on this Zata. Now we have a Thane ban, so seems like HKA here wants to go for that classic, you ban some more supports and then you have that first pick in the second pick rotation on that red side. So they can just go for their support here. They're hovering Ishar, but I really don't think this will come out. I think Ishar is a great hero, don't get me wrong, but these teams don't agree with me. We have a Wonder Woman ban on the other side because, of course, Box already has their jungler in that Ryoma, most likely. I mean, they do have 2 side laners already, Roxy for that Slayer lane, Hayate for that Abyssal Dragon. So yeah, seems like HKA will ban out that Timmy. I definitely expect this to get locked in. This is a very good ban. They're trying to ban out these marksmen, these supports. They could have taken Timmy for themselves, I feel like Timmy is a really good pick. Maybe ban something like a Lumber here. Lumber would be a good ban, and pick Timmy for yourself. But maybe they want that Lumber and Kefany ult combo, also really good. Maybe they just want, Lumber got a little bit nerfed, maybe Ormar, something like that. We'll see what they pick up here. They actually go for a Superman pick. Now this can go, okay, they're hovering Toro. I don't think Toro is allowed. We'll see though. Toro got buffed though. They're hovering a Landor as well. Meanwhile, the other Box Gaming banned that Pain, which is also a very viable jungle pick. They actually go for an Elandor. Now, why would you ban 2 supports and then not pick a support yourself? That is a little bit interesting, especially because Elandor was definitely never going to be a pick for Box here. But I guess they just want to save that last pick support to counter the whole enemy team. And it seems like they might go for an Alice. I have to say, I disagree a little bit with this draft by HK here. I think they were in a very good position. But then at the end, I think they should have banned something like, maybe that Kha'Zix, maybe an Ormar, and then pick Timmy for themselves, have that Timmy and Kefany combo, also like really imbalanced combo to have. And now with this Alice, if they actually lock it in, I really don't agree with it, because you will struggle a lot in the early game to get that vision. We'll see if I'm right, but I really think they will struggle a lot early game to get the control of the bushes, because they don't have any melee heroes in that center of the map. You either need something like a Wonder Woman in the jungle, something like an Arduin in the Abyssal Dragon lane. That's what we used to see back in the days when you go for a ranged support. But here, this is a little bit, we'll see how it goes. Of course, on Box, we have that Liliana pick, which again, I said it last time, you can just slap her wherever, in whichever team. Okay, don't slap her. We already got demonetized for that one last time, okay? I already made that joke once. We won't make it again. But yeah, we'll see. This is gonna be exciting to check out, hopefully. Hayate already blows his Purify and he's taking so much damage, gets completely destroyed, gets downed there what I was gonna say at the end. And yeah, no Purify either. Of course, level 1 Hayate skills that Shuriken Toss doesn't really have that dash available, right? And here we have the enchantments. Holy Summon, excuse me? Holy Summoner on Kha'Zix. Well, video is coming, guys. Just saying, we'll have a field day with this one. Guys, I better get 15,000 views on Holy Summoner Kha'Zix. I'm just saying, definitely coming. That is gonna be really funny. What is he gonna? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing there. Curse of Death on Ryoma. I prefer the Forest Wanderer, but everything else is standard. Forest Wanderer Hayate, Holy Thunder on Liliana, and that Desperate Duel on that Roxy. Completely standard. Let's see the other team. They will show that here. 3 endless cycles actually. Okay, so not a single endless cycle, right? On the other team, yeah. Not a single endless cycle here. And now we're fighting against 3 of them. So HKA will have the advantage in terms of that early game. So even if they do get poked out, even if they get killed, they'll still be able to have lots of revives on their team, okay? All the other enchantments very standard as well. Desperate Duel on Omen and Forest Wanderer on Kefeni. Okay, so you can see that this is not at all how I predicted it to be. I was predicting it to be HKA just struggling to get early game vision, because as I said, they have that Alice support. She can't really walk in and face check bushes. She will just get absolutely one shot, she will get caught. And I mean, it kind of is like that because Ryoma just secured that first Spirit Sentinel. Also keep in mind, Ryoma, one of the strongest early game junglers. Elandor definitely not in that category at all. He's a late game type of jungler. He can do well early game because he has a really strong fast jungle clear. The first one especially, one of the fastest one in the game actually. However, because of that passive of course. However, Ryoma is still gonna always beat him, especially if you have that Alice support, which is not only ranged and squishy, she's also not too strong early game. She needs that level 4 and even a little bit more than that, you know? So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Ooh, Kha'Zix flickers in, but he completely misses. And now the Elandor goes deep, jumps back in, pushes them all back in. And now this Ryoma is taking a lot of damage, but is not gonna drop. Ooh, but this Hayate just, this Zata follows up with an ult. Is not able to get a Hayate. I think he was trying to finish up the Ryoma, but the Ryoma knew Zata just hit level 4, he ran away. But that was a very interesting exchange there. Box Gaming, definitely so far, not playing as well as HKA here. Just something to point out so far, at least. I give this draft victory to Box, but we'll see if HKA can just win in terms of skill, in terms of better rotations and stuff, because so far that's what they are displaying here, for sure. This Ryoma is going a little bit deep, pokes them out to half HP. The Zata, of course, can just use one little dash of his ultimate. It's going to be a 5-second cooldown, no biggie using that, and he is going to get out of most harm's way. Yeah. So let's see. We have Roxy going up against that Kefeni, actually, the Slayer lane. They seem to do a little bit of a swap here to have those better, at least Kefeni is going to be able to free farm against Roxy. Omen really struggles against Roxy early game a little bit, especially. So yeah, let's check out those item builds. We have lots of Arctic Orb still available on HKA as well, which is very dangerous, man, for this early game. It seems like they just still with a worse early game draft. Like way worse, okay, way worse. I can't exclaim enough how much worse they have this early game draft right now compared to Box. And they're still able to do very well early game, but this might be a good trap. I think they were spotted out. No, they were not. This is a free kill onto this Kefeni. She does not have endless cycle, so Box might be able to secure this tower bot lane maybe, or to turn this into another type of objective. I mean, she's gonna respawn by the time the dragon is back, but they might be able to push the tower a little bit. There's still 3 people bot. This Omen just flickers onto this Roxy, but I don't think it's enough. It's not gonna do anything. Kha'Zix is there to protect, But HK, see, that is what I'm talking about. They have such good rotations. Despite their member dying bot lane, they get the tower and Box doesn't get anything. Zata is able to clear out the wave bottom, has to use his flicker, has to use his ult. No biggie, still worth. You didn't use the tower and you just completely clowned onto the opposition, despite Kefani actually getting caught. And that was the start of this play. So HK playing really well there, really decisive. Yeah, beautiful. I mean, the Omen, I was like, okay, Outcast, that was a little bit too greedy there with that ult. It's not gonna do anything. Well, he was just keeping that Roxy away from the minion wave so they can push down the tower. So honestly, just stellar gameplay there by HK. Elandor gets caught, jumps back in and gets caught. Oh my god, he jumped away, but double tapped the S1 and jumped back in instantly. Gets caught, huge mistake. Hayate is almost dead though, but it does not happen. Another one dying on the side of HK was Zata. And now another one, that Alice dropping as well. Lots of endless cycles used. And this is the interesting thing. Look, HK will get this dragon now. Because while Box killed 2 or 3 even of the enemy members, it does not matter. Because the enemies just use endless cycle. They come back to the battlefield earlier. And that's how you get a dragon. Easy. Sometimes, you know, even like back when endless cycle was still available late game, that was really broken. Because sometimes you would see these pro teams kill the whole enemy roster, but they lose 3 of their members as well. And the whole enemy roster still had endless cycles, so they just all respawn and they get Slayer, even though they lost the team fight. That's why I was always complaining about endless cycle. Now it's much more balanced. I think it's still OP, but it's much more balanced because if this gets to a late game situation, Box Gaming is gonna have a much stronger team because they have these enchantments, right? They have Forest Wanderer in the late game, Holy Thunder, stuff like that, right? Now, the thing about Box is, let's see if they are actually stronger late game. Now, they have a really, really clean combos with that Hayate and Kha'Zix, just huge AoE combos coming in. But at the end of the day, you know, the enemies have double marksman, the enemies have an Alice and Omen who won't be able to be matched anymore, especially Omen on this new patch with Uriel's brand existing. That is not good for Roxy, okay? I think Roxy hard countering Omen is a day of the past. Definitely early game still really annoying. Roxy got buffed as well, so yeah. But late game, meh, I wouldn't say so. I think Omen just ignores her, he just chills, you know, he just chills. He can still farm, he can still push these towers. Omen catches that Ryoma into his ultimate, but is he gonna be able... Ryoma is able to get away. This Roxy takes some damage. Again, you can see they're getting out-rotated. Again, just HKA out-rotating the opposition. Definitely seems like the better team so far. They're also 2,000 gold ahead. It's really important to see these little nuances in Arena of Valor Esports, guys. Like endless cycle just making or breaking the whole fight just because they still get the dragon afterwards. The early game support being ranged, just, you know, she even had to go for Purify, and that is not a good look. She has to go for Purify, because if she face checks a bush with a Roxy trapping her, she's instantly dead. She will just get ulted, and she's instantly dead, unless she has a Purify. Then she can use Purify, use her ult to stop the enemies from attacking her, and run away with that second ability. It's still very dangerous, but, you know, it's really not a good look. I think if they had a Lumber, they would have a much easier game. And would they have a worse late game with a Lumber? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think Lumber late game with a Zata, you know, you slow everyone down. Zata swoops over everyone with his ult. With Kefani, same thing with her ult. Very clean too, very, very clean too. Much stronger early game, of course. But of course, Lumber received those weird nerfs. I don't even know if he's that strong now. We haven't seen him picked in a long time, but you could do something similar with Ormar. Of course, Ormar is much weaker late game than a Lumber or an Alice. Ooh, that is a huge catch there. This double kill coming in for HKA and make it 3, I think, at the end. No, it was not 3 at the end. I think it was 3, but the guy used Endless Cycle. Let me just check. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, he used Endless Cycle. Froggy used Endless Cycle. Very well played there. I mean, HK again, just capitalizing on a mistake of Box, Liliana was overextended, used her ultimate or something there, and just got completely destroyed by these Zata dashes. Zata, you have to be very careful, and finally a good build on Zata. I'm loving it. He goes for that boomstick. Guys, my new Zata build, okay, is very similar. No, I'm gonna make a video soon. No, I go for cooldown reduction boots actually. He seems to prefer those magic pierce boots. And then I go actually for a spoopy mask and then a boomstick, okay? So I even go spoopy mask before boomstick because Zata has that percentage damage on his ultimate and it is clean, guys. Let me tell you, you get early game kills left and right with it. It is very aggressive, you have to play very well, but if you can, it's GG. And this Omen is caught out completely, uses his Arctic Orb, flickers away as well, and he seems to be able to get away. Oh my god, he even ults down the Roxy, and now again, Box tries to make something happen on the bottom side, and look, HK gets the advantage in mid and top right now, and they completely get 2 free towers. They have the dark, the Kratos Dragon, not Kratos, what is it? Drake, just the Dark Slayer Drake, pushing down that tower as well. It is at around 35% health. A huge advantage now for HK, man. Box definitely getting clowned right now, okay? But keep in mind, they have that AoE combo. They have Hayate and Kha'Zix. It's such an insane combo, man. You can easily blow up the whole enemy team if you hit even 3 members with that combo. Hayate has his Purify, so he won't be able to get stopped. So yeah, not a lot of counterplay if Kha'Zix finds that magical opening. And his name is Oppa. You know what I mean? That is very close to Oppai. Do you guys know what that means? Yeah, I know, crazy. Oh, boys, don't we love that? We love that. Ah, boys, I know, crazy. Anyway, we have a Fenrir's actually completed on Ryoma. He is going full AD. He's gonna one-shot everybody. But look at this, man. 7.5k gold on Ryoma compares to 10,000 on Elandor. What are you gonna do, man? This Elandor is maximum item build already. He has the Arctic Orb still available, but he can actually use that in a fight and then buy another item. He can probably afford a Death Sickle here already. We'll be able to afford Blade of Eternity very soon, so it is not looking very hot here for Box Gaming. 7,000 gold disadvantage. As I said, man, HKA definitely playing this early game much better, despite having a worse draft. I really still don't like their draft, man. They made it work, but you know, it is what it is. Now let's see. I still believe in the comeback, okay? Guys, there's a lot of AoE potential on Box Gaming, so I still believe. Zata is a very difficult hero as well. He can mess up very easily. Even I, the gaming genius, the most genius player of all time in every game. People call Faker the League of Legends Shurko nowadays. That's what they do. True story. Even I mess up sometimes on Zata. So yeah, it's always possible, you know. Remember that Raz, that flickered backwards, misclicked? Stuff like that can easily happen on these difficult heroes. Even just this game, Elandor, he jumped in, he jumped out and jumped back in because he double tapped the S1. Stuff like that can just so easily happen here. But so far, it definitely seems like a fat W for HKA. They have, yeah, the Kethany is also just absolutely juiced. The Zata has heal reduction as well now, so it's just gonna be really difficult for this whole enemy team to fight. Roxy has that rock shield. It's a guys, video coming very soon, actually 12 hours after this video, if everything goes to plan, where I play Wonder Woman with rock shield, and it is a busted item. This item is so broken now, it is crazy. It is absolutely insane. So yeah, we'll see how this late game turns out, because as I said, at the end of the day, Box also still has really nice wave clear with Hayate Shuriken, and just Liliana by herself is insane wave clear. So they might be able to stall here a little bit until they get to an even item point but they are already losing that top lane tower, so it isn't really looking bad for now. Okay, they are not going to lose this mid lane tower, I think. Are we going to see a dive? The Kefani is already using her ult, the Alice used her ult as well. The wave is cleared though. Bottom lane is going to be the next point of contention here. Ooh, the Elandor takes a little bit of poke, jumps back in, kicks the Ryoma back out, never mind, false alarm. Ooh, this Zata, look at him. Ooh, I like it, tick, tick, tick. I like it, man. He goes over the wall, back in, back out. That was pretty cool. That was pretty sleek, but now he doesn't have ult. It really didn't do too much. Now they can just clear this wave. Oh my god, this Kefani completely one-tapped. She had the... Oh my god, this is the combo I was talking about. We have to watch this again. That was way too fast. Look at how fast Hayate deletes all these health bars. See that? Boom! Everyone is gone. They all commit instantly. Very nice team fight by Box here. They all follow their Hayate and they just get a full wipe almost. I mean, this Elandor survives, but he's very low. Oh my god, nice outplay. But he still drops in the end. And Hayate had his Blade of Eternity, so he just respawned. So all in all, it is a 3-for-1 trade in the favor of Box Gaming. I believed. Did you believe, guys? Did you believe? I hope you did, because this was very well played by Hayate. He's going for that standard crit build, lots of damage coming through. He has Death Sickle now for the next team fight. No more Blade of Eternity available, but Death Sickle, some would argue that's even better on Hayate, because if a Hayate has Purify, the only way... Okay, let's check this out. There's a little Alice trapping here. Is she going to be able to steal that? Oh my god, that was a little bit too close. Vox Gaming secures the Slayer. They are completely back in this game. They also have the psychological advantage because they just won a team fight. They're feeling better. HK is like, oh, please don't throw, even though technically they're still in a very big lead, in my opinion. Not only gold-wise, gold doesn't matter at this point too much, but they have double marksmen. They have all their towers up almost, except for the bottom tier 1 tower, and the enemy towers are at half health. Like, this is really, they just need, they don't need a lot here, but Roxy is just trying to engage. Ryoma goes deep, Alice ult completely rains on their parade, and they have to back out. Elandor tries to catch the Liliana out, but she is able to dash away in time. Lots of ultimates used, excuse me. But Box Gaming in the end just secures that tower in the middle lane. They of course got both major objectives, so they're in a really nice spot right now. But yeah, as I said, to finish my thought about Death Sickle Hayate, some would argue that it's even better than Desperate Duel. Because, okay, never mind, we have to pause that thought. Huge teamfight breaking out. Zata used his ult already, so he has to just back out for now. Not a lot of damage remaining. However, Box has lots of damage still being dished out onto this enemy team. Zata gets the ult back. He could have killed everybody, I think. But he just uses his... Look. Guys, please don't be this, man. You have to use... You can go 5 dashes here. Look, he doesn't even try to auto-attack. He can go all the way on them, man. And he can for sure do so much damage. These dashes, these auto-attacks, they deal so much. He could have gone much deeper there and maybe gotten 2 kills. Maybe he dies at the end, but still worth. If he can stop that Drake pushing down that top lane, you know, stop the enemy's push. But now it's just really hard outlook for Box Gaming here. For HK here, excuse me. Box is still pushing down, but I think this Kefani and Alice ult combo will just clear the whole wave out. They're letting her... Ooh, the Zata messed up his ult, he's gonna die. He used Arctic Orb, but he dies in the end, and the Liliana has to flicker out, but she also dies. This Elandor is doing a lot of damage, he's going very deep. Beautiful Roxy ult instantly catches him. She threw that out before he jumped in. She predicted that. He dies in the end as well through his Blade of Eternity as well. However, HK is still winning this fight. It is a 2-for-2 so far. Box Gaming gets away though, and they're very happy with this because they were able to get that top lane tier 3 tower. So now the map state is completely even pretty much. I mean, yeah, they still have these tier 2 towers in mid and bot, but the thing is that top lane both have these super minions in that top lane now, so there won't be any huge waves just pushing into one side and then just a free enraged Abyssal Dragon, because you have to commit one member to defend there. It will always be an even push now, so Box is really happy with this. And this Roxy won't get caught. I don't think she cares. She is very tanky. Let me finish that thought about Hayate right now, okay? Death Sickle, while they're doing this Slayer. Death Sickle Hayate, if he has Purify, the only way to stop a Hayate from ulting is to kill him. The Blade of Eternity will make him respawn, but it will stop his ult. The Death Sickle, he will just keep ulting for a full more second, okay? So that is very, very potent. Just keep that in mind. If you're playing Hayate and you are getting blown up in team fights, but you have a lot of damage, you can just go for a Death Sickle instead of Blade of Eternity, and your ult will destroy everybody. HKA is trying to trade this Dark Slayer for an Abyssal Dragon, but the huge teamfight breaks out, and now we have Liliana going way too deep, gets stunned right after, but has her Arctic Orb as well, and is not gonna drop though, he's able to get away. The Zata is raining on the enemy team though in the backline there, gets that Ryoma kill, and man, these teamfights are way too crazy, guys. This is absolutely insane. You saw that Liliana was a little bit lucky there. She was able to get away with her life. She jumped way too deep, got stunned right after she revived with her Blade of Eternity by the Alice, but she sold the Blade of Eternity while respawning for an Arctic Orb and used that instantly, and is able to outplay the enemies, is able to get away. And yeah, we have HKA still getting that Enraged Abyssal Dragon though. So they're still chilling. They have the Dark Blessing buff on that Kefani. She is in a really good spot. She sold her Blade of Eternity actually. She probably ran out of stacks of it. She sold it for a Fenrir. So that is insane, guys. Fenrir is so much damage on this Kefani, especially with that Alice combo and stuff. Even that ult, you know, usually Kefani ult doesn't do too much damage late game, but with the Fenrir, she will melt through these health bars, AoE, and it has much more range than her auto attacks even, than her laser even, right? It has such a huge range, so she can just stay back, she can just stay safe, and still destroy these team fights. We'll see how this goes. It is a 5v5 right now. Huge advantage for HKA though, because of that Enraged Abyssal Dragon. Box does not want to fight this, unless they can get a free kill at the start with that Roxy ult, something like that. Otherwise, they don't want to fight this. Now they're trying to turn it around though, because Enraged Abyssal Dragon is almost gone, and this Zata gets completely called out. That is a 50-second death timer on him. Endless Cycle, that already ran out a long time ago, my guys. So I think Box, again, just HKA, man, that Zata really messed up there. He got completely caught. He didn't expect that fast rotation coming in with that Zip ult, with that Kha'Zix ult, right? And Ryoma just one-shot him completely there, solo. Ryoma going for a very standard build with that Frost Cape, and the rest is full AD. So yeah, we'll see. This is really insane. Ooh, the Ryoma gets caught this time though by the Omen ult. He gets dropped, he will respawn, but he's still Omen ulted. I think he will die. The Elandor goes so deep, outplays everyone, dishes out so much damage, but he will get ulted. He does not get ulted by the Roxy. He jumps back in time and is able to get a double kill. He's doing so much damage. This is the Shaolin show right there. HKA jungler Shaolin was always a legend, but really showing that team fight. He solo carried that last team fight. Definitely, just based off that, he deserves an MVP. Hey, let's be real, guys. I would have gotten ulted there by the Roxy and I would have died. He jumps back in time. Let me just show that team fight again, guys. Let's just, a lot of people enjoyed the slow down team fight, so let's check this out in slow motion, guys. Don't we love it? It is a lot of fun to check out these slow motion team fights, man. I think that is worth checking out. Let's check this out. See, Ryoma gets ulted by Omen, flicker ult over the wall. He will respawn because of that Blade of Eternity. He even sells it into Death Sickle, but the Elandor is still able to finish him off. Look at this damage coming in onto his team though still, but look at this Elandor now. He gets pulled actually over the wall by the Kha'Zix, and now he pushes them away. Meanwhile, Hayate is ulting, doing a lot of damage, but not as much as you would expect. The Kefni is able to jump away. Look at this last auto attack hitting that Ryoma and finishing him off. And now the Elandor just jumps back, dodges the Liliana S1. Meanwhile, you have some stuff going up here as well, some team fight. HKA is pretty much just shifting their whole focus to kill this little Roxy right there, I believe. Is it a Roxy? I believe it's a Roxy. No, it's not. It's the Liliana. Actually, no, it's the... Who even is it, man? It's the Hayate, never mind. It's the Hayate. So while they're 3v1ing Hayate, look at this Elandor. He gets caught by the Krizix pull. However, he jumps back away instantly. Look at this. You saw the little Roxy ult there, misses him. He jumped back perfectly. He does not get hit by any fire, jumps back, is right outside of the fire, just barely, and did so much damage. Meanwhile, Hayate had to run away really far. And now this Elandor is in a really good position, is just able to go back in, dish out all that damage onto this Liliana, one-shots her, jumps back instantly, just in case something would fly his way, probably a panic press or whatever. But it does not matter because this team fight is over right now. They're gonna finish off this Roxy, and that is pretty much gonna be this game here. Beautifully played by Shaolin at the end, man. Very impressive Elandor gameplay. Yeah, especially you're already 23 minutes in the game, you know? Guys, we're mobile Andes, okay? We don't play 23 minutes game. We don't play League of Legends. You know, usually we play AOV. It's a 10-minute game usually, okay? In ranked. What is this, right? He's already, man, what is this balance? I don't want to play these 20-minute games. I'm not playing League of Legends on PC, you know what I mean? So he's already tilted, you know, and he still pulls that off. Beautiful play. With that, they secured the 2-0 over Box Gaming. It has to be an Elandor MVP, but I don't know. I mean, he was playing really well for the entirety of that game, before that even. So yeah, we'll definitely see that highlight again. Really well played, man. This was right at the end, complete Elandor show. Even here, Elandor played really well. Roxy got him though. She hard outplayed him. But still, he still played it really well. Still a nice effort. Let's see. Let's check those damage numbers. We don't have to see it again. We already saw it in slow motion. Look at these damage numbers as well. Kefni actually out-damaging Elandor. But I think Elandor played much, much better here. Really well played by both teams. Honestly, Box with a nice effort there at the end, trying to bring the game back, but not able to. Let me see who's the MVP. Yeah, okay. Okay, guys, it's fine. Sure, mate. Hey, bro. Hey, Isabella. Hey, Isabella. Listen. You know that 5-month-old baby we have? You know? 5 months old? Yeah. Hey, HKA is looking for a new support. Don't worry, he just has to play Alice. I know, you just plop down the ult. You get MVP. Crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, ring that notification bell to not miss these. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace out, boys. Bye-bye.